What could be more obvious than a statement that God is Jesus? Jesus is God. That Jesus was God. We know that from John 1:1. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. So what do we do with 1 Timothy 3:16? Wait till you get your little lesson. You're going to learn a little bit of Greek here. First, let's start with the King James. Can you read this with me? And without controversy, great is the mystery of godliness. God was manifested in the flesh. Wow! That's a powerful statement. First, no controversy. It's clear. The mystery of godliness. What is this mystery? God became a human being. Wow! That's God in the flesh. Now let's take a look at, let's say the NIV. Beyond all question, the mystery of godliness is great. He appeared in a body. Now, if you note the note that I put underneath it, I didn't say he, I said who. Because you know the Greek that they use doesn't even say he, it says who. Who appeared in a body? That doesn't even make sense. Why did they pick that? We'll talk about that in a minute. It says he in the NIV, not who, but I told you who, because the NIV lied about what the Greek really says. Quick Greek lesson. Don't worry, you'll learn this easy. This is the word God in Greek. That is pronounced theos. The first is a TH, then an E, then an O, then an S. And whether it looks like that funny little squiggly thing or that C, those are both S's, depending on what Greek literature you're reading. So that's how the word God was abbreviated in Greek Bibles. See that thing on the bottom? Theta, sigma? That's two letters stuck together. They take out the middle, put the first and the last together, and you know, that's the abbreviation for God. What's the difference between God and he, actually who, in Greek? The difference is the letter theta versus omicron. Can you see the difference between that theta and that omicron? It's a single brushstroke. You see what it looks like? Who, which, or what on the right side. Os. Here, theos. One little brushstroke. You can guess which the vast majority of manuscripts in all of history have said, right? God. There's a name for that line when it happens in Hebrew. You know what it's called? A tittle. Look at those two letters in Hebrew. That's a resh, and that's a dalet. That's an R and a D. You see that little itty-bitty little thing on the edge? That's a tittle. The smallest brush stroke that changes one letter into another letter. Jesus said, "For verily I say unto you," you can say it with me, "till heaven and earth pass, one jot or one tittle shall in no wise pass from the law till all be fulfilled." That's Matthew 5:18. But one single missing tittle changed God to who? The overwhelming testimony of history shows 1 Timothy 3:16 says God. But look at all the popular Bibles that are missing Jesus as God in that single verse because of one little brushstroke. Take a glance. 36 Bibles. Now for my book, I only researched 40 of them. That's 36 of the 40. I went through the whole list. I cut out some because I wanted the book to be smaller. I even had to only do 257 verses because anything more, the book would have been like this. So, the deity of Christ. Jesus is one, the truth. Two, sinless. And three, of course, God the Son. But in these modern Bibles, in these specific verses, the deity kind of gets wiped out. Jesus lied, John 7:8. Jesus sinned, Matthew 5:22. And is Jesus not God? In 1 Timothy 3:16, this is what popular Bibles say. No one can deny it. With as little as a single missing brushstroke, you can seriously affect Christian doctrine. Don't let any college teacher or anybody else fool you. But wait, aren't there other verses that say Jesus told the truth, Jesus didn't sin, and Jesus is certainly God? Yeah. But If every word on any particular doctrine were removed out of the Bible, would you go buy that Bible? Of course not. Would you trust a Bible with whole sections removed? That's a real Bible. That's the one of the two Thomas Jefferson used to make his Jeffersonian Bible, where he cut out all the miracles. The devil doesn't have to remove every word on a doctrine. He just needs enough for you to doubt what God said.